Well, good morning from Lehman Upfit. I think we got a busy day today. Kara is already getting ready. We had some of the hotheads. I think we did a bad job cleaning the top because we did it from underneath.
It was really cold.
It was also really cold, and it was underneath pushing up instead of pushing down. So a couple of these panels have fallen off. So we flipped the hardtop over, or I say we, Ed and Seth flipped the hardtop over this morning before we got here. And so cleaning it real good, and she is replacing the adhesive on hotheads so they don't fall off again. And Ed called me this morning, or texted me this morning with some fantastic news on Sully because he's replacing the tire that I had, but then he got it up on the rack, or he drove it up here. And watch this. That's a bad wheel hub. It's not supposed to do that. And the other side is almost as bad. Not quite, but almost. So, Ed is going to replace my wheel hubs. And there is one thing that I hate having to replace. It's wheel hubs. I don't know why. They should last longer than they do, but they don't. We are removing all the adhesive that comes on this and replacing it with Gorilla Tape. This stuff's never coming off. And the weather outside is garbage. Raining. Rained all night. It's supposed to rain all day today. Ugh.
Do you have any Jeep Pros? That's who owns Falcon and Fairflex. Do you ever have any sponsors with them? Fairflex is hard to get sponsored. That'll be the plan. But it's about 40 minutes.
Kara is testing Sarah's Jeep,
They're
which is a
twins.
little bit taller.
They were born 3 days separately. They're twins in the Jeep world. They are.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're besties. They become besties out here.
But she's testing to see how easily she can get in this Jeep.
Well, one, he doesn't have the grab handle.
Oh, he doesn't get grab handles.
He needs those.
That's what I got to throw my leg up.
Yeah,
There you go.
but what is the weight holding of this?
You got it.
I don't think I do.
You
And
got
you're
it.
really short. I gotta move that back.
And go.
You gotta give me a minute. It's like jumping off a waterfall.
Don't pull the steering wheel off.
I'm scared. Ah! Yeah!
Yeah, I sure hope those steps come in before Moab.
We're gonna need to go to Walmart and get a step stool.
Get a little stool you can carry. Put a rope on it so you can
Like
get
this.
it back up.
That's what I told her.
You can get in here?
Yeah, I got to get a little rope.
Hold on.
I don't think
That's
it's,
how the kids get in the back doors.
I don't think it's gonna work.
That's too far.
Are you saying you can't get in the Jeep?
I cannot get into this Jeep. You try to get it. Okay. Well, you got longer legs. Oh, yeah, I can. Now I can. Like, look at that.
Luckily, you can just slide out.
I forget getting out of this one, and it's like it falls way bigger.
That's
than I
a
thought it
long
was gonna be.
fall.
It is. When you jump out, I forget. I'm like, whoa.
Be sure to tuck and roll.
That's a thing.
Okay, I'm not happy. Kara was
happy?
no, because Kara was comparing.
I'm listen to AMW engine start for 2 weeks.
But
Do we really want to go there?
no.
Okay.
But look, okay, this is a 42, 40, and 38. There's not a huge difference between the 42 and the 40. I mean, obviously there is a difference, but not a massive difference. But it's supposed to be 2 inches. The 38 and the 40, massive difference.
Oh, those are Mickey Thompson. So
Oh, I bet Mickey's run small. That's why. But look, I mean, look at the profile. Look how much more sidewall there is on the 40 compared to the 38 than the 42.
These are also MTs versus XT.
That doesn't matter. They're the same
Well,
carcass.
I'm just saying.
It's the exact same carcass.
It's a different tread pattern.
Now the 42s are on the Jeep, so you take them.
So yours are MTs.
So you take the 42s off the way to the Jeep, and you probably gain a little bit more height. But still, I feel gypped.
I need to know the height difference of Sarah's and mine. Like when it's on.
Well, once we get them on yours, we can park them right next to each other.
But her springs will make it bigger, won't they?
Yes, she has. No. What lift are you running on this now? 4.5 inches? So you're basically the same.
I'm gonna need a ladder.
Well, Ed uncovered an issue with the 26s that so far I have not heard anybody complain about. When you're going to larger tire sizes and you have the adaptive cruise control, it don't like it.
It does not. As soon as you flash tire size, it automatically throws the light on for your adaptive cruise and tells you that you can't use it. And if you take that back out, leave the taser in, it's fine. It takes the light back out. So got with Tasers, the automotive, and they say that they have the dash whisperer, which is a module that mounts in there that piggybacks into your CAN buses that will constantly tell your adaptive cruise you have the correct tire size, your factory tire size. Even though you change it for speedo calibration, it'll still lie to it constantly. It's the only way to fix it at this point that I can.
But it's only 26s they made that change. Because a friend of mine has a Gladiator,
Yeah.
a 24 with adaptive cruise control,
Yeah.
and his is fine.
It says anything built after June of 25 and on, so halfway through 25, so anything stickered as a 26 will have that issue.
I can't believe I haven't heard anybody else complaining about this
Me neither.
on the forums or anything.
It's a thing.
So, with 26 Jeeps, you got to spend an extra $300 for the little taser whisper. It's a whisper. It's called the Whisperer.
Is it only if you have the adaptive cruise control?
2026 Wrangler Gladiator with adaptive cruise control. If you go
And-
bigger tires,
Yeah.
you gotta spend $300.
And when you get a rock chip on that dash, that's like another what?
I don't get the MoPro windshields. I get the.
But you gotta get two with the adaptive.
You have to, because
With the
that's got the
Antenna.
antenna built into it.
It does. You can get an aftermarket one.
Oh, you
Oh,
can?
okay.
Aftermarket glass. Yeah.
With antenna?
With that. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yay.
We were thinking
That's
that's,
good
the
enough.
low part.
No, I don't
and we
get
were
the
like,
Jeep.
that's
I don't
like,
get the Jeep loaded ones. I get through windshields every trip I take. So
I just said that the you had to get the bumper glass because
yeah,
of the
no.
antenna.
Nope, they got aftermarket ones.
Oh, thank
here's the
goodness.
Gorilla
Learned
Glass,
something good today.
the
There's
Gorilla
good news to go with the bad
Glass
news.
tracksuit.
You're still pushing a brick from the They may push it in 8 here now, but you're still pushing a brick from the
All right, we didn't cover this yesterday. What all did you do to this Jeep while we were gone?
We did a re-gear to a 488, RCV axles in the rear, cut off all the factory brackets, Clayton long arm kit with the weld-on brackets, our re-gear in the front, RCVs in the front, Clayton brake lines, carbon shocks, metal cloak fender wells, inner fenders, chopped the fender flares, and
And a whole lot of
tire,
powder
coating,
coating.
some hooks, powder coating, everything. Spare tire mount in the back. Then your dynamic rock lights, put those on. I think that's it.
Also finished the wiring of the headlights because we couldn't do that at home.
Got your turning signals now.
Yeah,
in here.
got all that done. Yeah. Oh, I can't wait to get this on the tires. It's very low rider today.
You got your Falcon steering stabilizer. Steer smart steering.
Oh yeah, we did go with the Falcon 3-shaft steering stabilizer. I'm putting one on Sully, and I'll show you why here in just a minute. I can't remember if I covered this in the last video, but we did go with carbon shocks for this, and I think these are just sweet shocks. I cannot. You won part of them,
I want a portion of
a very small portion of one shock. Yeah, you did at Overland of America last year. But I made a mistake and ordered shocks that were longer than I should have. These have a 12-inch travel, and I should have stuck with it. I should have probably stuck with the 10 or 11-inch travel, because what happened was these shocks were too long for the Clayton 3.5-inch coils. So Ed actually had a set of 4.5-inch Terraflex coils laying around the shop, and threw those in. So what was going to be a 3.5-inch lift now is a 4.5-inch lift. So Clayton everything, but we do have Terraflex 4.5-inch coils because I ordered the wrong size shocks. But this thing's going to have articulation like crazy.
But we did call Clayton, and they are working on getting those springs eventually.
4.5-inch springs eventually, yes. Clayton will come out with 4.5-inch springs. So we will switch them out when they do.
I don't like a lot of
But for now,
It's
we have a
spring
combo lift.
inside.
It's a Franken lift. Franken lift.
A Frankenlift.
Franken lift.
I don't like it.
But I love the design of the fronts. Most piggyback reservoirs like this, you have to mount them up here. But they took theirs really tight in here. So I'm anxious to see how that fits with the tires, how it articulates. I really like the look of that.
Yeah, no, we're good.
All right. Tuck it through your seat, dog. Grab this.
We say that. but
This was aluminum.
no. Just put it down.
I can't get this.
Watch that glass.
Fine. You got it?
Yep.
All right. This way. All right, just slide it over this.
Hold on. I don't want to scratch the paint. Where does it go?
That notch goes
Notch
on
goes-
the plastic.
Oh,
Bingo.
that's not bad.
Huh.
Grab your corner.
All right, pull that back.
Move your hands over.
What was that?
Lift my finger.
Pesky, so that top needs to cut. There we go. After we're in, we can adjust our muck seal.
Okay, that's a wider. That's a wider opening for getting that tire in than I thought.
It's still tight.
Oh, it's still tight, but I was worried like this
Oh yeah.
would still encroach, but you've still got straight entry here. All right, it's practice time. I just physically lifted the tire up in there, and it wasn't horrible. But here I learned this max tracker rule, or traction board thing at Nina Barlow training. Because there might be a time she has to change this without me around. Put your foot behind the traction board. There you go. All right, you got it there. Now you won't be able to roll that in. You almost now have to bring it down and rest it on the hitch.
Where's that on?
That's the one up there. All right, so that just will flop in there.
Okay.
You have to kind of wiggle it, walk it. Like you need to get here. Like put your hip under it.
Yeah.
Rotate it in.
Okay, there you go.
And rotate it in. There you go. Okay. We're making progress. Well, honestly, that wasn't as bad as I was expecting. That was actually I was expecting that to be a lot worse, because we do a 5-tire rotation on all of our Jeeps, and I was not looking forward to doing that every time I do a tire rotation. But it's not bad. It's really not horrible. So
No, and
yay for that.
if in a pinch we know that I can do that, it would. I mean, it's just gonna suck.
Yeah.
But getting that out will be easier, and having a deflated tire, I think, will be easier.
Yeah, if you're changing a flat, that's
Yeah.
true. Ed is loosening up the brackets. We're making a little fine tuning on it, but
I mean,
that's awesome.
it would suck regardless if that happened. But my thing is like having this weight over the rear axle and off of this.
Huge difference off road.
Yeah, because that's like 100 and. What do you think? You said 130?
It's more than 100.
Yeah, because the 38 is around 100.
More than 100. It's more than 100. It's less than 1,000.
Yeah.
It's about somewhere in there.
Yeah. We're making some fine-tuning
Just ahead
adjustments on how the tire
Yeah,
sits
I was
back
going
here.
for your head.
Okay.
But it does bother me the valve.
You really retain a lot of space
That
underneath the tire, between the tire and the back seat. So you're not losing your entire back. You've got a lot of space back here to store gear.
Make it mad.
All right, the tire carrier from Excessive Industries is in.
Beautiful.
I mean, that's great. I mean, there really is a decent amount of space back here and behind it with the spare in there. You have zero visibility out the rear,
You didn't before though with the tire on the back glass.
but even with the 40 on the spare tire carrier off the tailgate, you wouldn't have visibility, so that's kind of a moot point. Oh, this is also from Excessive Industries. The spare tire delete relocates the camera.
Yeah, and you can have options to put like after, like if you want to do chase lights.
Oh, yeah.
You could put those too, but I didn't want those.
Cool. So far, very impressed with Excessive Industry stuff.
And making it purple, even better.
And that looks good. This is their accessory mounting plate. Like you can easily put recovery gear and all that kind of stuff back here. This will be a great area once we get these back seats out with the cargo kits. I think that'll be awesome. All right, next project is we had so many people tell me that the wiring for the ARB twin under the seat could go in this drain plug, so we retained that functional drain plug. So I'm gonna undo everything
Thank you,
and try to make it work. Well, Kara has decided this is where her badges are going. We need to, we realized that the Jeep is not currently level on this lift, so we're gonna wait till the tires are on it.
We cut out cardboard, and so we know 7 will fit the way we're, because this shape is a little weird.
It's a little
so
oblong.
I want to make it squared-ish.
Yeah, so this is where all of her badges are going. So she we getting started, and then like, okay, we need to wait till this is level. So we'll finish that up in a little bit after the tires are on it. And this we got done, and Ed actually had a extra purple drain floor plug, so that was awesome of him. So now we got this run through this drain hole, and yeah, that'll be perfect. All right, next, I want to see, since I am running the RTEC rear bumper, that I'm not using the receiver hitch. Oh, look at that clump of mud. Look at that. I don't know what state that came from. Oops.
You're drop planting this.
I know. I'm gonna save that for later. Since I'm not running the receiver hitch, I have more room for a bigger spare, potentially. So we're gonna throw one of Kara's spares under here and just see if a 40 fits. I still don't think it will.
Kara hopes it doesn't.
Kara hopes it doesn't, because I mean she definitely wants to trump me on the tire size, because I'm trumping her on the engine size for now. But I mean, I just want to know. These are brand new tires, so even if I got 40s, it'd be a year before I replace these. So, but I want to know. I think my biggest issue is going to be the exhaust.
It is, for sure.
I think it's going to clear the tie rod.
We can get it
I mean-
everywhere except for exhaust. Hold up there once. How much can I squeeze it away from the exhaust?
It's, oops, sorry.
Sorry, Dad.
Hit you in the head.
It'll fit under the exhaust. We are on track bar too.
Are we on track bar?
We are on track bar and on bumper.
And on bumper.
Oh,
Well,
shucks.
there you go.
Oh, dang it.
Yep, that's what I wasn't sure.
It's big.
Okay, well there you go.
No 40 pins.
No 40s on the Gladiator.
Plus it's down a long ways.
Well, yeah.
We only got
I mean,
2 inches here.
I would definitely be his lowest point. For sure.
yeah, it would.
Nah, go on.
Okay, well now we know. Well, if you ever want 40s on Sully, it's either no spare or
You have to remove it.
or rear bumper with a tire carrier, which I'm not going to do either one of those. I will always have a spare, and that's why I've said from the beginning 38s are the biggest tire I can fit on Sully. Oh well. All right, I said I'd show you why I was swapping steering stabilizers. This is a traditional steering stabilizer from Bilstein. It's been a good stabilizer, but all these single piston ones like this, if you compress them, their natural state is all the way out. So there's always pressure pushing on the driver's side. So even on my Gladiator, it drives fantastic, but if I take my hand off the wheel, it will ever so slightly start pulling to the driver's side. And I've had a suspicion that this is impacting my flat towing, because it's constantly wanting to kind of shift the axle that direction. So get rid of that. And with the through shaft, it's neutral. So you push it down, it doesn't want to go back up. You push it this way, it doesn't want to move back the other way. So it's completely neutral. So where you put it, that's where it likes to keep it. So I'm anxious to actually try this out and see how it feels. And it's adjustable. So when I'm flat towing it, I'll move it to firm to keep it nice and tight. And probably when I'm on
Actually,
road, medium, and then off road, soft. So Karen and I will be putting these to the test.
I was about to say that's the real reason why you got it.
I did, because we learned about it putting them on yours.
Yeah, yeah.
So we'll let you know. They're pesky.
How you doing over there, babe?
Good. I need him to raise it up more for me, though. 'Cause-
He's so much taller.
You want to go up yet? No. Okay. I got it. It's on. How often do you grease yours?
He hadn't at all.
Okay. I had not greased them until we got to BMW. Okay. I'm on.
The moment of truth. Rin on the ground.
Here's just it.
Ta-da! That tire's taller than your waist.
Yep. That's how I like to measure my tires.
All right. No. You can't cheat. You can't step on the thing. Uh-uh.
Oh, jeez.
Come on. Climb in.
I'm mentally preparing. I think this one won't be as bad.
You got 1.25 inches difference. Go!
Is it okay if I grab the steering wheel?
Yes, absolutely. Grab the steering wheel. Have at it. You did it! Look at that.
That 1.25 inches matters.
Good job. I think that's going to look good back there.
Yeah, you too. I really, really like it.
All right, all the badges are on. Time to go get more badges, babe. Time to go get more badges. I think they look really good. You did a good job squaring those up. Seth is helping me with my sway bar disconnect because it hasn't been working. We tracked it down to a corroded wire or a corroded terminal in the wiring harness. And Seth is wiring in a new plug for me to hopefully fix my sway bar disconnect. Got that.
Make sure you do the pointing good.
I did the timer. Got 10 seconds. All right, got to figure out where I'm going.
Right back here.
Okay, right back there. All right,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
All right, 10 seconds. Here we go.
Just hold the smile.
There we go. Come on.
Okay.
That's one.
I
Do
think
one more.
I think that. Oh.
What? All right.
That's
Awesome.
awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah.
What an amazing day today. We ended up posting up a meet and greet.
Yeah.
That was one of those guys' idea. And so we did it. And that's all that was.
Thanks
But
to them for pizza.
there's still a couple things. Yes, thank you for the pizza. And the location.
It was good.
Yeah.
We got a couple more
All of
things
it.
tomorrow. We've got one more thing to install in Rin
It's a secret.
and some bump stop
Yep.
stuff. And
And
then
it-
we
it would be
got to
a
flex
shot.
out the suspension
Yeah.
and make sure all that cycles with the fork. We get to play with the forklift tomorrow, so that'll be fun.
And it wouldn't be a shop day if Sully wasn't on the rack. So.
There's not much left for Sully.
Oh really? Can
Yeah.
I get that in writing?
There's nothing. I mean, there's nothing to do on Sully. So
Yeah.
Sully's sway bar is dead, and we can't fix it. So we're gonna just add the Evo No Limits manual dial in it, and just go with that. So
But it sounds cool when you start it up. There's that.
still sounds cool when you start it up. So anyway, we're gonna go.
To bed.
I'm gonna get off these feet now. My feet hurt, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.